Crush, let's go.
Pop Crush had the opportunity to go backstage to hang out with New Kids on the Block on their Magic Summer 2024 tour to talk about the new album Still Kids, their new song, and more. First question for the guys. While DJ Jazzy Jeff and Paula Abdul are your openers for this tour, what openers have you loved over the years on different tours?
Most fun, I have to say, Salt from Salt and Pepper. You can't, she's in a class by herself.
Absolutely.
We've been able to tour with her.
And Wanye from Boys to Men.
And Wanye, yes. So
it's hard to choose.
Yeah, but we always have fun acts.
We had the Jabberwockies. The Jabberwockies open for us. I mean, you want to talk about fun.
Yeah.
We would just goof around with them all day before the concerts.
That's what brings the magic to the tours, that, you know, like, you mesh with the people that you're working with. And yeah, like you say, it's not like a mandated thing. It's like, we want to make sure that we have chemistry with the groups and the artists that are sharing the stage with us.
The new album is fantastic. It's called Still Kids. What's the vibe on the new album while incorporating it into the new tour?
You know, we really committed to this new album. We committed to making it, to really, you know, putting a lot of energy and love and spirit into it. You know, it probably could have stopped with that, you know, being that, you know, this tour is kind of harking back to 1990, and a lot of people come to see us for nostalgia and to feel young again. And but in a way, that's what the album's about too, right? It's about, you know, we all still feel like kids inside us, our fans, and what we have and what we share with them makes us all feel young again. And I think the commitment to the album is really so strong that it's kind of made its way to be a really big part of the show, which is a delicate thing to do, because when you bring a lot of new music into a show where people are coming to sort of relive a lot of memories, it's a delicate dance to do that. But I think we've really done a good job of finding the right balance and making the new stuff feel exciting and interesting to the casual fans, but also giving everybody a lot of the classic stuff. I think we found the right chord, but our willingness to stay committed to the new music, I think, is really serving us and the fans well. I think it's one of the elements that, one of the things we're successful at is continuing to work, continuing to tour, but continuing to always make it feel new and fresh while still feeling special and giving fans a chance to reminisce and feel that young spirit again. And I think we really do a good job of it this time around as well, while incorporating a lot of new music, and Kids being the single that's at the forefront of that. I think it really, it's a highlight in the show every night. It's really fun to perform it. I can see the audience. I'm sure the guys can say the same. It's like there's like a whole new wave of fans. Like, we know who to expect, the diehards, and then they bring their kids and their husbands come now.
Tattoos.
But now there's like groups of teenagers that like are coming, like they discovered us off this new song, and they're loving it too. It's really wild how our audience is evolving, and I think the new music does have a lot to do with that right now.
The entertainment game has been changed so much by social media. How would social media have positively affected New Kids on the Block back in the day?
You know, social media is there's so many pluses to it, and we've benefited it, you know, this time around. But it's different, you know. We used to, you know, it really was about showing up at radio stations and showing up at malls and getting in front of people, you know. And I think people still have a huge desire for that. That's why, as Donnie said, we have 7-year-olds in the audience now and 15-year-olds, and it's amazing. And I think it might be because there's no substitution for sharing a space with someone.
Yes.
So it's interesting. I don't know. It'd be nice if we could have both. I think right now it's still all about, you know, 7 seconds, you know, on a phone in many ways. But maybe there isn't. It's a little bit different. In the same way, you know, I think people really appreciate that we made a whole album.
Yeah.
You know, people appreciate that, like a whole piece of work. So I think the age-old, you know, love and connection through music is still there. It's just that technology is so amazing that it really, you know, there's pluses and minuses.
Have you turned on the radio recently and heard a song that you loved so much that you wished was a New Kids on the Block song? Or then maybe you guys could have gotten a feature on?
I do the opposite. Like in my head, I think of like when we put Remix out, if you had Bruno Mars doing that, it would have been #1 record.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear the record we did and the hits are on there. For me, it's just like, I don't think about it if the fans are happy and they're buying it and loving it. That's all that's important.
All right, guys, final question. What artists, new or old, are you currently listening to the most?
Fleetwood Mac. No, I like to listen to music when I travel, and when I travel, I either new artist, I would say Casey Musgraves. Old artist, I would say probably my go-to travel artist right now is Tina Marie. Oh, that's
Eric B. and Rakim.
okay.
Rage Against the Machine.
I mean, I think the last this morning was Shaka Khan.
Okay. It sounds self-serving, but my son Griffin's getting really good. And his favorite, so I'll make it a twofer. His favorite artist is Morgan Wallen. So when you have teenagers, they kind of can hit you to like what's hot. You know what I mean? So he loves Morgan Wallen and covers a lot of his stuff.
Hey, we're the New Kids on the Block.
Thanks again to the New Kids on the Block for letting us hang out with them backstage. Hear their new song Kids with Donnie and Lauren on Pop Crush Nights.
Let's go.